Oh, you see everything. Ooh. Oh wait, y'all can hear me, right? Oh shit. Boop boop. Okay. Right now, I am testing multi-streaming again. This time, instead of using Restream, I'm using Stream Elements. So, and I want to see what the difference is, if anything. So far, it seems like it's maybe the same thing, but I'm trying to see if YouTube works. Actually, wait. Yeah, YouTube works because YouTube is talking to me. That's good. But how come I can't see it? Oh, there it is. There I am. Yay! Okay. So far, so good. Awesome. And then see, I'm so not used to YouTube streaming. I'm like, okay, let me look at how to see my actual self. So there I am. Okay, so what I was looking for, so what I'm looking for here is to see like what sort of more info is being shown, which looks like nothing except for like the default things I put in. So like there's like a certain setting that I put in here, so it'll populate these things on its own without me doing anything. And I think before with Restream, like it puts in like a little, not a watermark, but it says, oh, this thing has been brought to you by Restream, whoop-de-doo. And that's all that is. So cool. It works. It's functioning. It's easy, actually. So let me show you guys without wrecking your eyeballs real quick. So I'm using OBS as my software, and I'm using Stream Elements as the supporting software, so it provides like all these different doohickeys and features and whatnot. The big thing is this multi-stream guy right here. So there's kind of a wizard that lets you add different accounts. So default is Twitch. That's what I have initially. So it's just says default thing, and then I can add whatever. I can add YouTube. I can add God, what else are there? Twitter or Kick or TikTok or any of those, and it'll stream to like all those things at the same time. Now, when I start streaming, it's going to prompt me to double check like the titles and all that stuff. So I'll set that up real quick. And then once I go, I hit the big red button and then it just starts. And that's kind of it. So it's pretty easy to. Not bad. Okay. So let me put that aside. I think I can close these things. It seems fuck me. And the desk is down. Okay, okay, hold on. I'm gonna bring it up. It's not like I turned off squads, right? So we're doing it. We're doing it. Might as well stay standing up while we're at it. Oh, yeah, and you guys are. You're looking at me with natural lighting. Hey, how about that? So anyway, once again, hope everyone's doing well. I'm only going to be on for a little bit. Maybe while I'm on, I'll check out some PTR stuff because new build just dropped. Not too many changes, but we're going to see what's happening. That's cool. That's cool. One thing I wanted to see is the state of my talents, because I know my hero talents are busted right now. I know Mythic Plus is open for days. I never do that though. I don't even do it live. So what I'm looking for is my hammer and anvil hero talent. It is not firing off correctly. So I just need to make sure if I want to fire off some crits. My thing is off. Hold on. What is it called? Floating combat text. There we go. Come on, do some crits. That's all I'm waiting for. Just some crits. Hopefully something will happen. Nope, that's not it. Come on, crit. Here, let me pop this. Now crit. Still no crit. There we go. I'm not seeing Hammer and Anvil though. Hey, is chat through coming through Restream or is it Stream Elements too? It's coming through Stream Elements as well. So I'm using a different client called Ground Control, from the same people from Stream Elements, that shows me like, hey, here's a YouTube person talking, here's a Twitch person talking. So it'll show those kinds of identifiers. Now, one thing it doesn't show me though is like detailed stuff about people talking on Twitch. So if it's a first-time chatter, I'm not going to notice that. I'd have to look at the actual Twitch thing to show me those things, which kind of sucks because I like seeing that, so I can say like, oh, first-time chatter, oh, that's pretty amazing. All right, so no Hammer and Anvil there. Let me fire this off real quick. Yeah, so there's Hammer and Anvil there. So now it's showing up, and it's still so strong. Like it's really, this feels really busted. Because the current set bonus makes Hammer and Anvil. I'm sorry, it makes Blessed Hammer like my most powerful ability. But let me take this off. I'll disable all the sets. I want to see if the set actually breaks my my talent, or if it's just talent's busted. Doesn't look like it. Just throw off a few more judgments. 10 hours later. No. I don't want to be on that long. I still want to try working on that damn script of mine. It's kind of a hard write-up. It's not coming out the way that I want to. Alright, come on. Nope, still nothing there. And then if I fire off Blessed Hammer, at some point I'll see Hammer and Anvil. Come on. Come on, baby! Give me what Papa wants. Some crit pally. Come on, dude. Still none. Really? No crits at this whole time? That's odd. Oh, wait, because I don't have the set on, you dumb butt. Actually, wait, it's not. So it's just busted. Yeah, so the talent is just borked, period. Okay, that tells me enough. Any update on the collector's update? What is the collector's update? Talent doesn't fire off at all. Yeah, what do you mean by a collector's update? Put stuff back on. Yeah, so there you go. Pretty much almost every other swing, we'll do like a hammer and anvil. So boom, boom. Now, does it fire off multiple times off of the same anvil? Or the same hammer? So I go boom. So that's one swing. So it can proc multiple times. Actually, does it do off the same single enemy though? Let's find that out. Collector's Bounty. Oh, okay. Nope, haven't seen anything yet. I was hoping to get something today, or like player housing or something, but yeah, nothing, unfortunately. So that's one proc, that's two procs. And then that is 0 procs. That's one. So I did see it go off twice, which means that there's a chance that it can go on. Well, so I guess each hammer. Wait, so can it proc? Can each hammer proc off a target independently? Because here I'm seeing it go off, 5 times because it's hitting all the targets. And there doesn't seem to be a very long, and maybe there's a slight internal cooldown for it. Whatever the case, though, this thing is strong. I can proc, I can fire off millions of deeps. Anyway. What was the other new thing here? Other new thing here was something about spell density. So, spell density is... Okay, so this is weird. There's only 3 settings. That's it. So, but right now I have it say custom, because I guess that's the old setting. But if I change that, yeah, so now it is... So I have an option that is no longer available, I suppose. So I can see all this. What happens when I reduce it to whatever? So essential. So boop. Still a lot of shit. Okay, what if I change this to everything? Okay, that does feel like more. Right? And so I bring this down. This thing is still super thick. I mean, I can see it thin out just barely. If I say reduced, what does reduced show? Nah, it still feels the same. Yeah. Yeah, it still looks normal. This reminds me of a handful of Race of World first where the losing team had to face Hog and get wiped by Hogger. Why am I testing now? Well, 1, realms are up, but 2, I'm also just double checking to see how the multi-streaming works, and everything seems fine, right? YouTube, Twitch folk, nothing seems weird. There's no lag or stutter or are the graphics okay? Visually, does this look all right? Inquiring dudes want to know. You wouldn't have known a difference? That's good. That's fine for me. I just don't want to be I don't want to be subjected to an additional service like Restream. That's the big one. Oh, that's the last of the coffee. Looks the same on both? Cool. We're good then. So in the meantime, I'll just hang out. Hi! How does this look? This is terrible lighting. So I'm looking like that. Oh yeah, that's bad. Yeah. I don't, yeah. Kind of weird though. So it's that. And now that. Come on. And then this has to come in just a little bit. So I still have my window open, and this seems all right. I mean, I have the extra light coming from here, but then I get rid of that, and then now we're back to normal. So, all right, cool. What else did I want to check out? Oh, I know what I wanted to do. I wanted to like goof around in some dales and get myself a bunch of curios. I wonder how long this... Let me look at the story here and see what this one is. If it's fast enough, I'll just blast. Late stream? No. I wanted to do another test stream because I'm using kind of a different protocol for multi-streaming to make sure that it just works. That's the big thing. And it seems to work. Yay! Wait, it's late, dude. Isn't it like super bedtime where you're at, Peter? Oh yeah, now I can lean. There we go. Yeah, I'm ready. Have you seen the other leans from other races? They look pretty fun. I did one for, I think I got some footage. I put it on some video. I showed the Pandoran, and it looks hella good. It looks so good. Alright, so let's see. This looks the same again now. I guess it got fixed finally. Now I would like to see the curios though, so maybe I'll spend some time going through this. Blast, and it's almost midnight, just trying to figure out why CurseForge is bugging out. Oh no. I have not had any problems today. What kind of issues are you running into? Scouts. Oh, this should be easy enough. So I just gotta save our homies. So I guess I'll just keep doing this one until I get all the curios that I want, and then I'll study them up. Oh, what's the thing set to? 587. I don't think that is right. Oh, I think that's still Season 2 numbers. %'s cooler. That's the buff. Now I feel like I want to, even at the risk of diminishing returns, I want more haste. Just so I can get my Blessed Hammer to recharge like just a little bit faster. Like whatever it takes. Oh well. One took the add-ons, got an error message saying it could shut down, so I deleted. And when I wanted to reinstall, it said it wasn't deleted. Oh, that's annoying. Yeah, sorry to hear about that, dude. I'm sure if you give it a good shake, it'll resolve itself. Alright, come on. Yeah, Valve as well, but I prefer Curse. I mean, it's all the same these days, because now that it's been a while. been a while since WoW Up ended up turning to running ads as well. And I think it was because both Wago and CurseForge, they wanted to run ads. So you got to make nice somehow. The one thing I still like about WoW Up though is that, well, it's been a long time since I've used it, but I remember you were able to set up custom sources for add-ons. You know, like if you wanted to like go links directly from like the creator's GitHub or something like that, you can do that as well. So you can bypass all of that, but I think you still need to run ads. And if anything, that ends up hurting the creator, because if you link directly to their GitHub, that means you're not linking to those other, those other like CurseForge or Wagyu who don't end up tracking their numbers, and so they end up, getting a little bit less money. I mean, it's kind of pennies on the dollar, but not to say that add-on creators aren't allowed to make money either. I still subscribe to CurseForge, actually. I'm still seeing like they take like $7 or $8 a month or something like that. But to me, that's like the best way I can give like a little tiny bit to creators without feeling like, oh, I'm gonna spend $1 a month for this creator and that creator, and then I'm spending like $40 a month just so I can play all my add-ons. Like, nah, that's not very feasible. More things. So this one is Battered Aegis. Battered Aegis. And I'm in combat. Cool. Every 10 seconds during combat, you and Bran heal for 5% of the damage you've taken during that time. When the player dies, the Aegis grants them. Okay, I see that one. It's like €9 a month there, but better that than nothing, I suppose. I mean, ultimately, we have a choice too. I'm not gonna guilt no one by saying, "Well, you should be paying for," I'm not gonna do that. But it's cool if people know what options are available, including to like pay nothing, because that's what they get. And then you can do what you want. There are plenty of things we can judge each other for. No need to waste our energy on something as minor as this. Okay, so I'll pick up the Aegis. Not a very exciting set of curios so far, though. I was talking with Dia earlier, and I mentioned pizza. She's like, "You should have a pizza." I'm like, "But you're not here. I don't want to have a pizza without you." She's like, "Have a pizza, dude." She's such an enabler. I love her. But it's also like scary because she's such an enabler. Like, imagine this. Like I said, I feel like a king. I can, get myself a pizza, pull a couple shots of espresso. Oh, man. Like royalty, dude. Feels good. Pizza enabler. So did I get a pizza? No, not yet. This is me talking with her just like maybe like 10 minutes before I started this stream back up. Like, I was just chatting. And then I saw like the build deploy. I'm like, all right, cool, new build. Yeah, let's check some stuff out. Although there's not much in this build. There's raid testing. I'm pretty sure that's why they don't, if there's going to be like any sort of new feature, they're not going to introduce it yet. They'll just want to focus on having a stable build for their raid test, whenever that is. Got a pizza today with all of the meats. It is live saying here Twitch is always 5 seconds ahead of YouTube. Now, I wonder if it's partially because I'm broadcasting to Twitch first as like the default. I don't know if that makes any difference though. I do notice that overall, like, Twitch is just better at the at just getting things started or getting the broadcast going. I did see some stuff about how Twitch wants to start introducing like a rewind or like a pause feature or something like that, but it's only if you are but it's not going to be free. You basically need to either have Twitch Turbo or you need to subscribe to whatever the channel is. I'm like, oh, that's dumb. That's not very competitive at all. That's like Apple saying, check it out, dude, we have maps now. We have maps and they tell you directions. My God. But yeah, I think it's just the Twitch versus YouTube thing, mostly. Like for stream quality, until I hit partner, like there was like not throttling, but I couldn't stream at as high of a quality. But then that was before partner stuff. Hey Dreyfus. Hi again, that is. But yeah, for some of you guys have YouTube Premium, so you guys don't get ads. And that's cool. I want you to be able to enjoy that too. Now, here's the thing. Like, because it doesn't really, hopefully won't cost me anything, should I just keep going with the multi-stream and just be like, oh, fuck it, I'll just do everything. I'll do like fucking Kick and TikTok and Twitter and all that shit. Fucking why? Actually, no, not Twitter. Because I think with Twitter, I think I have to pay for. I have to have the blue check mark, and I yeah, I don't want to do that guy any money. And now chat's talking to itself. Nice. Like, I just don't feel like I get a good... Well, my social media game lately has been weak. Like, I have not been trying to, like, stay engaged and present and, always on the social media space. Like, it's tiring. I'll put out a couple tweets a day, maybe. That's about it. I'm actually going to keep going for now. I mean, it's already like 3 o'clock over here. So maybe in an hour, I will consider what I want to have for dinner. I'm either going to cook my normal stuff or have a pizza. I don't know. I don't know. All right, what's next? Now we get Hatterang. I want to call it the Haterang. So, chance to pull out random hats and throw them at his enemies, dealing damage and applying 1 debuff to 2 targets. Possible debuffs include slow, damage taken increase, damage dealt decrease. I mean, that's good. I feel like it's a good long-term sort of thing, but it's not like a pacifist rig, wreck everything, phantom turret damage kind of thing. Have I blue skied recently? I tend to, whenever I post on both. I need to find a way to just post on both platforms simultaneously. Just because. But I do notice, like, I am more likely to have conversations or to put up with having conversations on Blue Sky more than Twitter. Twitter, I just like say a thing and like that's it. then I won't say anything after that. Often, is that the word? I don't know if that's the word I want to use. I like there are people who like really like they stay very engaged online. Like I don't put in that same effort. I think I don't even think I have 1,000 follower people on Blue Sky yet. And I see other counterpart creators, you know, who otherwise have very small channels or very small presence on Twitch, but they're pretty big on Blue Sky. I mean, it really just goes to show, like, where you put your attention and where you get results. Once or twice a day is pretty often. All right. You're doom scrolling with some YouTube shorts. The only things, I never scroll through shorts, but I'll see stuff in my feed as I'm like just looking for something to entertain me. I only see two things really. I see three things. I see TV show clips. I see this Australian Asian lady. I think she's Chinese. And Taylor Swift clips. That's it. That's my shorts feed. And I'm cool with that because that helps to inform the rest of the feed that I get, and the rest of my YouTube feed is fairly clean. I get some late night folks, that's about it. Did I make it into a Taliesin video today? Oh god, what did he say? What did he say this time? The algorithm is boring? Oh yeah. I'm good with boring, dude. 1,000 times give me that. I hear enough horror stories from people who like end up letting YouTube just run, and then all of a sudden it turns into like all this heavy political shit. Well, regardless of where you stand, it just becomes like really, really like heavy. I'm like, oh god, no way, dude. Use my size comparison. Oh. Oh, you mean the zone size. Right. Got it. Big zone, though. I thought about doing some other size comparisons. Like, I wanted to, like, measure, like, each of the Argus zones and measure them against, like, how big the island map, but then I was like, that's a bit much. I admit, a post like that, it's kind of bait. I had no purpose to really with putting it out. It's just that some people are curious about it, but some people are very determined to make a narrative out of it too. Oh my god, it's like so empty and devoid of content and that sort of thing. So, Chronos, hey, what's up? Hope your day's going great. The Death Knights are exploding over the news of the removal of Abomination limb and Slappy Hands. Exploding. So is it exploding as in like, whoa, we're on a total rampage, or is it like jizz in my pants? Is it that? Or is it a little bit of both? Boop, boop, boop. All right. So consecrate size does matter. That's why I try to pick up the 15% enhancement talents. Half are freaking out, the other half are memeing hard. So was there a reason? Was there a dev note why they went ahead and took it out? So is it just gone? Straight up? No spec has it? That's kind of dull. It's like, oh. Like, I thought it was pretty neat and useful. Well, I guess I don't need Death Knights on my team anymore. Outright Gone, Blue Post talking about balancing and buffing other abilities. So, like, unlimited cooldown on Death Grip? 3 charges of Death Grip before you incur the cooldown? Something like that? I don't think 3's enough. I mean, there's also considering, like, what encounters are we going to see in the upcoming season or the dungeon. Are we going to need something like that? I mean, no doubt there's a lot of cases where it's useful. Quizzical device. Quizzical device. Brian has a chance to grant players a 10% bonus to health or damage. Oh, wait, it's 10% chance to grant players a 10% bonus to health, damage, or healing for 20 seconds based on his spec. And players have a chance to buff him. So health, damage, or healing? What? That's kind of weak, dude. Like, I only want damage. Oh, okay, healing would be kind of cool too. Yeah. Well. Oh well. Great for healers though, and tank prime. Maybe. Welcome back, Kronos. Yeah, I only quickly looked at the notes to see if they were gonna do anything to nerf Hammer and Anvil for Paladins. Mako, no nerf. Whew. Lucky duck. Lucky duck. First pull on priority next season is gonna be fucked. Just don't bring a Death Knight. So is trying to line of sight, is it too far back? Is it not useful to do? I have no experience with keys with doing the key version of that dungeon, so I'll take your word for it. Those emblems you can get 1 per character. You talking about the Peter? You're talking about the weekly thing for the Arathi people? Alpha, yeah, it's 1. Wait, did I not go in? Yo, let me in. Yo. Yay. So I haven't even seen the Hatterang really in action, but then things are just dying fast. So the mana tinted glasses just buffs him and makes him a little stronger. Can we get the purple 200 then? Oh yeah, doing the transmog game in there, so easy, dude. It's so chill. Of course, I wanted the shields. Got me some shields. Satisfied customer. So for DKs, was A-bomb grip was that just a mandatory talent? Like there was no alternative. Nothing else was better, even remotely competitive. Because if it was a non-choice talent, then I can kind of see where they're coming from. Still kind of sucks though. It's a must-have for blood. Yeah, because if all the other talents sucked, then yeah. They just want people to use normal grip more. I mean, I'm sure a skilled DK who needed to do it, like they would know to use it as an additional tool. You know, if you're really desperate for an interrupt, get some distance, bring him in. It's not a choice now. Well, by that I mean, Oinky, was there a reason to avoid it? Oh, it was a capstone talent. Oh, okay. This way. So it's like you always took that one, but that's what it sounded like, though. I'm trying to think what other specs are like full of choices that aren't really choices. Ooh, a curio container. Okay, so this is a temporary thing. And I straight up get the foot bomb. Oh. Well, that's nice. Dude, give me a pacifist rig. Hook it up. For PvP reasons, I'm happy it's gone. I do remember when they first talked about it. It was one of the very awesome powers to come out of Shadowlands. It's like, oh man, this thing's so cool. Do I have far more BFA time walking in before the reset? Do it. Do. I mean, do you really need to run it that many more times? Blood, Tombstone, Bone Storm, or Force choices still not fixed. I mean, some of them, there are definitely a few talents that are like not really choices. Like, what kind of crazy person avoids avenging wrath? You know, that and those sorts of things. Oh, I missed one. Oh, hey, look, foot bombs. Woo. Not saying that there's gonna be a season 4, but what would a season 4 of Delved be like? Every power can drop. All the major bosses are like back. Alright, generates a burst of speed on exiting combat, increasing your movement speed by 40% for 10 seconds, decaying over time. Using defensive while in combat, has gust of wind surround you, applying a shield for 8 seconds, equal to 20% of your missing health. Oh, that's kind of cool. That's a pretty neat one. You know, for the purpose of speedy. all the curios at once. Just activate it all. Now, where is it actually? The powers on the bell do an overpowering, think like Legion artifacts did after taking out all the sword energy from the sword. The tier system is not maxed? I'm not sure what you mean by that. Alright, what's next? Oh, actually, I want to try out that utility curio. That'll make me a little faster. Tail. Whee. It'd be funny is if there was a curio that made Bran like go like Avatar. Suddenly he like whips out a hammer and goes all Mountain King. Okay, I don't feel faster. Hold on. How am I supposed to feel faster again? Oh, I can't even mouse over. Here we go. Generates a burst of speed on exiting combat, increasing your movement speed by 40% for 10 seconds. Okay, I did not see that. Okay, I am faster. Okay, that goes down pretty fast. 10 seconds. And it decays over time. I feel like it should, like, ramp a little bit more slowly. I don't know. They haven't addressed or even really done any questline for the sword? No. I think that was a flub, but they at least tried to wave it off when Metzen did his interview with Scott Johnson, I believe. Yeah, Scott Johnson, where he said, "We're gonna take care of it at midnight. Don't worry about it." Which kind of speaks again to Metzen's influence that, you know, they were far along enough with the War Within that they might have addressed the sword during this expansion, but they didn't. Instead, they just kind of pushed it off. But they'd already finished like the cinematic and all that, so boo, whoops. Like, I want to see something like. So let's pretend, you know, this is the first. This is the end of like season 1 of the World Soul Saga. Season 1 out of 3, basically. I want to see something after this raid's over, like some sort of like after credit scene or something like that. That'll refer back to the sword again, just as a tease. Something like that. Go. Yeah, the speed boost is like modest at best. Especially for classes that have run speed kind of on the fly. Is the Void Lord half as big as the sword? You know, someone joked. I saw a joke about that. It's like, hey, you know why Dementius is that big? So we can grab that big ass sword. I'm like, oh, good point. Oh shit. That wouldn't be entirely unreasonable. Okay, I'm sure I can do all this a little bit faster too. Why would he have such a big sword if it dwarfs the Void Lord? Just trying to compensate, man. Gotta impress the ladies. So the Dells have tier system, tier 1 easy mode, tier 11 gets you crests. Imagine there not being a limit with the scaling like how Mythic Plus is. If there wasn't scaling. I don't know how fair that would be though, because Delves just aren't balanced. You can't balance them. You can't balance role agnostic content. Because if you have role agnostic content, guess what? Tanks are going to win every single time. Unless they tried so hard to balance it that it made you needed to be like a super skilled tank to win, because you would just get one shot all the time, and that wouldn't be fair either. So I don't see there being infinite difficulty. Infinite difficulty just breaks things eventually, and you'll run into a balance problem forever. That's what Mythic Plus suffers through. There's always going to be a balance problem. Ceiling, blink trap, cute. Ethereal energy convert. When a party member drops below 60% health, a converter materializes, dealing moderate damage and taunting them for 4 seconds. Once the taunt and his thing is done. Okay, so yeah, we've been saying something like that. Cool, but talking about a season 4 fun mode. I'm kind of curious to see what the Legion remix is gonna offer with being able to run Mythic Keystones, because my expectation is I want to run them solo and see how high we can climb. And guess what? Chances are fairly good tanks are going to be able to climb higher than others will. The exception would be like, I don't know, maybe mages would be able to climb higher. Just anyone who could like do like insane burst would be able to get pretty far in solo Mythic Plus. And who knows, it might inform the team and inspire some ideas from them. Like maybe we can have something that feels like that here in Delves as like this, you know, this other mode. But of course, you want to make sure that other people don't feel like they're being left, you know, left out. But yeah, I'm still gonna hold out hope on season 4. I still think we can fit. Ooh, another curio thing. Come on, pacifist rig. Oh, blueprint. Nice. But then I occasionally summon a printer brand. So it's not like a permanent pet or something like that, like the last one. You expect season 4? I think it's a good idea to have one. A lot of folks are like, no, just no. And even though there are some very compelling points to suggest that, yeah, there won't be a season 4, I just feel like I shouldn't just be like, oh, you know what, you guys convinced me, never mind, yeah, no season 4. I don't want to flip-flop like that. I feel like such a bitch. So I'm just gonna stay in character. And when I'm wrong, but if I'm right, I'll be like, I told you. I never doubted. Just because they can doesn't mean they should. Yeah, just like we were talking about earlier. They can opt to, have no point 0.5 or no mid patches. But should they? No, I don't think so. To me, it just makes sense to have a fun, not serious season for between the wait for the next expansion. Like, in my head canon, and that's all it is, in my head canon, I think to myself, I'd say like sometime during 11.25, they'll start the Legion remix. And then when 11.27 drops, that's going to mark the start of season 4, sorry. And this time, maybe they won't even bother with the raid rotations and all that. They'll just like, fuck it, let it all go. Do what you want. I remember they were saying that they didn't want to open everything up at once because they didn't want to overwhelm players and make them feel like, oh, they gotta, cram all these things in at once. But season 4s are also like this time for just like other things, experimentation, trying out new ideas or whatnot. So why not just open it all up and see what happens? What's the worst that can happen? They get burned out? Come on, man. That doesn't seem like a big deal. And that's me too. Like, I like still being able to, I want to, when we start season 3, we're going to be on season 3 for a while. I don't want to wear the guild out by being like, all right, dudes, I know we're at like week 20 something of this, but let's hold out a little bit longer and keep going. I don't think I want to do that. Might as well split that time up instead of just the season 3. Just split up and give us 2 seasons instead of 1. Maybe what they could do as well. Well, I don't know if this would be a good idea. What if they didn't put in any of the incentives? What if they didn't put in like an ahead of the curve or a KSM, KSL, whatever? I don't think that would work. I think that would be a pretty stupid idea. But like, there's just like folks who feel like, oh, well, I'm gonna feel locked in and I'm gonna feel burned out and blah blah. Well, what if there was no incentive? And they'd be like, well, I definitely wouldn't feel locked in. I just wouldn't feel bad about it. But no, you might as well just have, that last little accolade. And then if someone cares, that's their problem. Wait. I didn't get anything this time. Hey. Hey. Did I not get... yeah, I don't see one. I see... crests. I see Michael Bloom. Woo! Oh, we found moments for Shakir for what? To see if we can... to see how well we do. Just push ATC and get it over with so we can go play Mass Effect or Yu-Gi-Oh! I mean, that's up to everyone else. Some people take breaks for the rest of the season. Some people keep showing up to have something to do. It's part of how the guild survives. Yeah, don't forget the kind of guild you're in, dude. Yeah, just because one person might be trying harder or performing better than the others, it doesn't immediately translate into getting everyone else to be influenced by that. Sometimes it works. Sometimes it doesn't. And I do a lot to drag people down to my level. That just goes to show the power I have over my people. But yeah, show up for the meme runs when we start doing them. Okay, so let me see what I've got. So I've got 1, 2, 3. I have four combat curios, 2 utility curios. And then there was some stuff that Mort linked to me or showed me. So yeah, so I saw these 2, and then there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that he got. So I guess I'll keep trying. Like, I'll do 1 more. And if they stop dropping, then I'll be really sad. You did like 20 runs. So did you have any... Did you have like some weird consistency? Like, did you sometimes get a curio and sometimes not? That don't seem right. I feel like it should be like 100% each time until you're done with getting all the level 1s. The first data mine furniture for player housing was found. Ooh, tease. Hold on. Hold up. Is that a Wowhead thing? Oh, baby. The noodle carts! Oh, the best! I love the noodle cart. That's dope. So, for the first time, we officially found models of furniture whose file names indicate potential player housing items. Each with a different descriptor. These models are linked to popular races and style types in the game. Not every race is represented, but these 25 objects are our first concrete tease for player housing. As in table, noodle cart, chest, chair, more chest, a drum. See if you turn that upside down. Penis. There we go. So, what can we take here and turn into sexual objects? The answer is yes. Absolutely yes. Fences and cages and bookshelves and bushes. Oh, bro. So 2 bushes and a enlarged drum. Dude, there we go. There we go. Lockers and lights. Ooh, lights. Ooh, floating books. There was a one thing I didn't end up taking a screenshot of. Or I did take a screenshot. I didn't take it home though. I made like 20. I stacked like a whole bunch of these books together to try and crash the client, and it did not work, unfortunately. But I just kept spawning more and more books. That didn't quite work out. Pile of books. Ooh, undead dragon head. That's cool. I like that. Sweet. Anything can be a dildo if you're brave enough. Spoken from experience. Nice. Alright, so we're doing another thing. Loads of 0 curios when you're doing 4s. Okay. Well, that's a bummer. Are we a cult? Yeah, we're a cult. No, we're not a cult. Oh, I keep hitting that one. Ah. I still find it kind of goofy that it's not like 100% each time. That feels kind of silly. Story the other day on the new one was like a 2-minute run, so I was doing that a lot. Oh, okay. Just saw the White Hellfall playset now, and yeah, it's a good one, huh? Yeah. Yeah, so what a bunch of us did, Peter, like we just got onto separate characters and we just kept running it each hour, you know, one weekly per character, and just bought the set that we wanted. So that's what I did. So I got mine in like a day. It was a long day because I had to be on every hour for it, but it was that easy. Yeah, easily one of my favorites, this expansion. Very solid. Unfortunately, the paladin's only 80 I have. Must level my warrior quickly. Hey, there's a between this or between the Midsummer Festival and the time walking stuff. If you can put up with time walking, oh, it's fast, man. Yeah, take advantage of it while you can. Midsummer goes on until next Saturday, though, so there's still quite a bit of time. I still have 80s I still want to like level up. I haven't completed my normal stable yet. I just have a bunch of like extra random paladins. Did they revert the exploiting time way achievement yet? I don't know. I wouldn't call it an exploit. It's just an obvious bug, but it's like, yep. Sorry, Blizz, that's your fault. If I'm able to get that mount with normal behavior, then sorry, I deserve to get it. Too bad, so sad. Resets in 90 minutes, time walking is almost over. Oh, it's turbulent time ways though, man. So we're having time, so time walking, you're gonna run into mists starting tomorrow. Audio and crystal, sweet. So this is, okay, so this is one where he yells and I get a buff. Alright, let me see how this works out. Because that's kind of funny. Yeah, mob dungeons are pretty cake. BFA wasn't so bad either. It's just, you know, it's new. And I guess by comparison, it's like, oh, there's like way more RP related stuff that's going on in BFA dungeons as opposed to Miss. Miss, you're just running. Especially like if you're doing temple and then you skip that second boss, then it's like, okay, then you're just like sprinting. Alright, so I think I have the yellow one. Let me double check. So audio amp crystal. Okay, so let me see if I can keep track of like what buff I'm supposed to get. Got screwed in temple. Our healer was healing as Ret, and the last boss of 15. Oh god. Potentially grant some party buff based on what was spoken. Okay. Well, I guess I'll just watch it. I don't think WoW audio is on for you guys, but I'm just trying to keep an ear open for when Brian says. Oh, there we go. Haste. So he picked up gold, and then I got a haste buff. For how many minutes? 2 minutes. Okay. 5%. It's modest. Generous, maybe. Oh, it stacks. Oh, hello. So that was him detecting treasure. Here's the hi, Marshall. I just did the new dungeon and don't understand the end. Like, what's new to the lore there? I have not done the new dungeon. I have no idea what's going on. Okay, so that buff is still there, and that's the only buff I have so far. Come on, Bran, I don't want to lose my buff. 36 seconds. I was like there to see lots of things. Yeah, I guess I'm a monster, huh? Oop, oop, oop. Oh no! Don't fall. Oh, you guys are talking about Floodgate. Oh. Well, that's another dungeon I've only done like a small handful of times and I didn't pay attention. Woo! Oh, yeah, talking about Eco Dome. Okay. Then, yeah, I have no idea. Now, if as I recall, that dungeon, the storyline behind it, it's supposed to take place chronologically, it takes place after the raid. So I totally don't expect it to make sense. That just seems kind of weird, though. Because the dungeon is going to be open before the raid. So why does the raid storyline take place before the dungeon? And then imagine, like, well, we don't know yet. What's the raid finder schedule going to be like? Is that also going to take a number of weeks plus a story mode thing? But then you do the dungeon, which was accessible week 1 of the season or whatever, or week 1 of the patch. Kind of weird. Temporal Decelerated Crystal, damaging an elites at... Okay, that's the... that is the... Okay, I wonder if it affects bosses. So that's my big thing. Let's see. Yeah, I'll have to look at that for the next one. I forget how many curios do we have per is it 12 or 10? Boost the void lord and then get kicked in 5. I don't know. I haven't even looked at what's supposed to happen after the raid. 8 per. Okay. So what kind of debuff is this supposed to be again? Okay. So reducing the elite's attack and cast speed by 10% by 30 seconds. And then I get a stacking haste buff. I mean, there's only so many elites in here, though. Graveon's still there. I've been doing a number of delves now, so yeah. But I think the credit just follows me. That, and I think that I did this character a little while ago too. What if? We'll never know. Anyone get a good vault today, by the way? I ended up getting Transmog from the vault. It's funny, I had to choose between a hero chest and the go path, you know, the super rare cloak from the raid. But I'm like, I'm not gonna get the cloak because the cloak was already upgraded to 6 out of 8, which meant I'm only gonna unlock 1 appearance and not 2. So I'm like, oh, that's dumb. That's super doo-doo. So I went ahead and just took the chest, and then I'll use an alt to get the belt through the chips, and then I'll upgrade it that way. That just seems to be the easier way to go. What sucks is it's going to be a bit hard for me to upgrade the hero version from 4 to 6 to 5 of 6, or 4 of 8 to 5 to 8, whatever. But I think the druid might... I think I'll have the druid do it. Or I'll have my paladin do it. My paladin doesn't need gear anymore, now that I think about it. Yeah, so I might as well use that last one for transmog. It's 7 each? Okay. I'm kind of doing alright for time. Or my luck has been good. I've just been kind of slacking off. I should just rush this and slam it real quick. Because I think I can click on most of these things without having to worry about getting interrupted. Mostly. Oh, that's unique. Okay. Yeah, I wouldn't have guessed. Yeah, I know I could also buy the cloak with deny. That's the plan. But I'm probably gonna use my main to do it if I can't easily buy it on another character and upgrade it with crests. But I think my druid's capable of doing it. I think he might be sitting on some gilded already too. Sands of Koresh. I already have this echo. You son of a bitch. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, son of a bitch. Okie dokie. One more. Just one more. Check out the chest, gotta keep the rig hope alive. No kidding, dude. That thing is so cheap. And so good. I'm either we're going to use the embellishment belt, and I lose that because of the delve disc, and all my other characters had an Ruby Banyan on their cloak. Now I gotta redo those. Yeah, it kind of sucks. At this stage of the expansion, the materials aren't that expensive, but I know. Principle, yada yada yada. I haven't gotten a room for BlizzCon yet? No, I have not. I think it is too early. Like, you can't book that far in advance, I don't think. I looked, and I think it's still too early. Have I experienced the PTR campaign? Yes, I played through. I played through what I could. So first four chapters. I don't know if the final chapter will be available until live. It's good. There's a lot going on. How do I feel about Illyria's reaction to events? About her reaction? It doesn't feel out of character for her to um, be as hostile as she's been. I don't blame her one bit. There's a lot that went on, and she's ready to she's not ready to like forgive and forget, or at the very least forget. I was going to go with me. I'm going for my first one. Ew, I'll need to gauge interest with the guild, see who is willing to come. I need to see if I'm gonna be invited, not flown over, but at the very least, you know, hooked up with a badge. Like a friend of mine, he he's regularly been hooking us up with a room with a time chair, which has been fantastic. But he also hasn't been playing WoW in a long time now, so I feel bad. You know, I don't want to be like, you're not the, you know, he's been a good friend for years and years and years. These days we've been busy with our own lives and all that stuff. I don't want to be like, oh yeah, you're the person I talk to, what, you know, once every couple of years because of BlizzCon. You know, I don't want to. I don't want to be like that to him. Getting tickets is going to be the fun part. I don't know. Will it be the tough? Will it be the hard part? Because there's a lot of reasons that foreigners feel uncomfortable about visiting the U.S. these days, and I don't blame them. You know, so maybe tickets will be readily available at all times. Maybe it won't sell out this time. I don't know. I hope they learned their lessons from previous years, though. I hope they have more chairs. I hope they try to make this BlizzCon more cozy and inviting as opposed to just trying to focus on like visuals and spectacle and stuff. Like, I don't think that worked out. I definitely prefer to have like a more comfy experience. I have a friend like that. I only talk to him for BlizzCon, and he has a stupid amount of hotel points. He doesn't mind using it at all. Right on. Which reminds me, I should take him out to like dinner or something sometime. It's been a bit. Want to catch up. Taking Alice as a foreign at this point. Oh, does she not have dual citizenship? What did I get? A seedling? Nope. Nope. No, I got nothing. Okay, 2 more. 2 more. And then I'll call it quits for now. Because between Mort and I, if we have 7, then I'm good. Yeah. Let me do a count on that. That's why I didn't see your message. Yeah, that's why I didn't see your message. I wanted to do a little bit more. There was some testing I wanted to do, babe, with the stream. So here I am, extra time. Let me see what you said. She said. She said she's heading out, and then I didn't answer. And then she said, "You're a monster." Just kidding. Dang it. Well, I feel... Well, you know what that means? Punishment. That means no pizza. Yep. Whatever lingering thoughts I had about treating myself, over. Alright. Okay, so I have how many? I have the ethereal one, that's new. Haterang, that's new. Okay, so there are 5 total that I have of those. And then between these, audio, battered aegis, sands, tailwind, temporal. So I have just 2 more things than what Mort has. And that's it. Punishment is all. Show my friend who I run a restaurant with videos and pics from our trip. He said he wants to go too. Tried to book, but his visa was declined. So I don't even think it's just being uncomfortable. Just that the visa application is a headache. Oh, that sucks, dude. Wait, where's he flying from? Yeah. Rich lawyer. I don't know if he remembers the joke about the rich lawyer wife. But that's stuck with the guild at least. Okay, so let me let's see. There is one way I can like look at this. I can try looking at the new items here. And I'd have to look manually. So I think the best way... I think I might just look for common stuff. Okay, not that. Added in patch. 1.2. Okay. So this might help me find it. Did I nab quizzical device? Yes. Oh, so that is a new one. Okay, so that makes 6. Nope, I take that back. Quizzical device is a combat curio. Yeah, so the new ones I got compared to you would be the energy converter and the quizzical device. All right. Okay. So I want to see like which items here. Actually, let me see. Temporal, mana. So it just Okay, so this at least listed as a curio, which means I can see everything here now. So there's 5 combat curios there, and I think that's all. Shit. It's not a lot. So I'm only seeing these 5. Nether overlay matrix. Now these are different too. And then here's the utility curio. Yeah, I saw that too, Mark. Yeah, I saw the foot bomb and the bioprinter, you know, the clone. Amsterdam, but he's in Dutch by birth. So I think those are, at the moment, all the curios we see. That sucks. So if I take out the filter, I resort by type, and then we go back to utility curio, we still see these. So how many is it? See, back. Bows. Cloth. I'm looking for combat. Curio. 1, 2, 3. So is it really only 5? No way. No, because we... Is it only 5? You don't have anything for OBS? Oh no. I thought you've been streaming. All right, Peter, you take care, dude. All right, so let's take a look at this again. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that is the same as the number here. Audio amp, battered thing, sands of whatever, tail whatever, temp thing. Yeah. Yeah, there might be more. Maybe. And I believe this is only reflective of the previous build. So let's do one more. One more, because I think I used up time. Yeah, I don't know if there's not too much to say about the new Dell, about the new Dell-related stuff. But I still need to take a look at other things like, oh, what does the vendor have to show me or something? There might be other new stuff that I don't know about. All right. Oh yeah, are there overcharged delves still? Let's see. No? 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 No. Oh, there it is. All right. Hmm. Interesting. Size is overcharged but not functionally, okay. Yeah, I wonder if overcharged stuff is going to carry over. Because if it carries over, and as well as the progression, then overcharged dells are like easy mode. So you definitely want to knock out maybe, oh, well, you only really want to knock out an overcharged delve if it's a bountiful one as well. Otherwise, it's like, value prop isn't quite there. I mean, they also didn't say overcharged delves would go away either. But I don't know what that really means. Overcharge is always bountiful? Is it? Oh, I thought it wasn't. I thought it was just like coincidence. At least I never noticed, so. Come on, new shit. They changed it late in the PTR cycle? Oh, okay. That's a relief then. Yeah, I wasn't sure if it was a bug. Maybe I should have at least left it as feedback to be like, hey, you know what? That don't feel right. And still nothing. All right. One more. Promise. Just one more. I hope they do add more, because at least these initial powers, yeah, I know they're only rank ones, and they do improve over with higher ranks. There isn't anything that's like, I don't want to use the basic terms like, oh, this looks uninspiring or whatever. I'm looking for something with more oomph in it, though. There's no rig equivalent for sure. It was pretty broken, but boy, did I love it. I mean, some try to be a bit thematic with what's going on, something, you know, the Koresh stuff and all that. All right. Oh, Brand's doing quite a bit of damage. I wonder if it's because this is a low-level delve, so it looks like he's doing a lot of damage. I think that is it. That and my item level is like super nerfed too. Rick was the Nemesis curio, and the new Nemesis incursions didn't drop anything. Oh, that's true. So that is one. One thing that we haven't seen yet. Yeah, so I guess for now I'll hold off. Templars more Templars for basic gamers. Oh, this is different. A great devourer. Hello. Oh, you know what? I need to run into Kaibeza at some point. That's what I need to do. I did get the let her solo me achievement, which is a hilarious achievement. But I don't think I saw a curio from her. Or I just died and it was a bug, and I thought I saw her, and I really didn't. Alright, come on, baby. Big money. Let's go. Gimme, 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 gimme. Nope. And double no. Graze! Graze! Graze for days. Alright, let me look at the shop real quick. Oh, so here's the thing. Who did more delves, Horde or Alliance? And so whoever has more, you see their flag. That's so little. Alright. Okay, so that hasn't changed. Let's look at this guy. This is... I actually don't know if this is new. I know the trusty hat has been there. But these other stuff I'm not so sure. And then here are the Delver's Cosmetic Surprise Bag. Quest Seasonal Reminder. Okay, so I guess that's like the freebie that we get at the start. Whoa! 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 Check it out, dude! We get a transmog person for free. Well, okay, not free, but from the Delver's Journey, we get a transmog person. That's pretty sick. Alright. Okay. That's kind of neat. Open a portal for 1 minute that any player can use to return to the Explorer's home base in Dornival. Wait a minute. Any player. So you can super troll people. You can super troll people by dropping this thing in front of like NPCs, quest objectives or whatever. And then they get shot over here to Delve HQ. Sillies. Do they have the track here? Looks like it is. Maybe. Yeah, it looks like it is. So, wait, you may acquire Delver's bounties from Bountiful Delves. Wait. So, you don't get the bounties in the first week? Huh. And then you get access to the Nemesis person as you go down. Oh, wow. And then cosmetics, keys, cosmetics. the portal thing, veteran gear. The etheric brand morpher? Did I miss that? What's the brand morpher? It sounds gross. Oh, okay, it's this one. Okay, so that is the transmog. So it is basically a hollow brand. All right. And then can I see this? No, can't see it. Okay. Okay, so maybe I do have something to talk about with this. Sooner than later. So Wave Scrambler, that's season 2 thing. Season 2. Looks like new transmog. Actually, no, I don't think this is new. And then that is the old set again. Yeah, that's all the old stuff. Previous season. So just one set of the ensemble so far. But then everything else is like still there. Like nothing is actually lost. Although here's something different. Visor, new cap. That looks like the same thing. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, so here's the other season. So if you missed out and didn't get everything, you can buy the season 2 Delve stuff. All right. Interesting. So let's look at this again. Delves, season track. Actually, here's the season track. So, So you have to go down 3 levels just to start seeing the boss. And you'll only see him at tier 9s and above. So they're time gating our progress. How dare they? I'm trying to remember, if you guys happen to remember, weren't some of the Delve track things, we were only able to level up so hard, is that correct? Or was it only Brand's level that it stopped at a certain point? I think that was it. I think brand levels were capped, but the Delver's journey, I think, is we could just slam it, I think. I don't remember too well. But oh well. That's okay. That's my thing. There we go. All right. Well, I think I need to decide dinner. I know dinner's a little voice off, but I gotta decide, okay, do I want a pizza or do I want to be good? I'm probably gonna be good. Or I'll talk with Dia about it. Maybe she'll enable me and be like, oh, no, go ahead. Have pizza. Get fat. Please. So anyway, I'm going to head out. I think we've done adequate testing. So at one point, Brand got XP in Golden Delves 8 and higher. I'll have to double check, like, if there was a cap for the season journey. I don't remember there being one. But yeah, we'll have to see. I guess the one thing to point out would be, like, you can only do so many bountiful delves in a day, but then you can use multiple characters to do bountiful delves and get more XP across, by using multiple alts. But anyway, I'm going to head out. You guys have a great rest of your day again, and I'll see you guys for